Hello friends, my name is Masood. Today we shall discuss about topic the validate scope process of project management. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So let's start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell option as well so that my videos can reach to you, and also you can follow me on the Facebook page as well. Friend, validate scope is basically a process defined in the PMBOK Guide Project Management Body of Knowledge issued by PMI Project Management Institute, which is a non-profit based organization which defines and provide the best industry standards for project management. Validate scope is basically pertains to the scope management knowledge area, and it's a part of project monitoring and controlling phase. The main purpose or primary purpose is to formally validate and verify that the project deliverables meet the acceptance criteria defined during the earlier phases of the project. Like whenever we are initiating a project, like we document the scoping requirements of the customer, and in the planning phase we also define and understand the acceptance criteria of the deliverables. Like for example, if you are making a e-commerce solution, mobile application for e-commerce solution, so what is the acceptance criteria by the customer, that on which basis they will accept the mobile application, for example. So basically the validation process ensures that the product or services meet the requirements and expectations of the stakeholder. Stakeholders are those persons which are having interest and stake in the project. They can be positive stakeholders, they can be negative stakeholders as well. So first thing is the basically define the acceptance criteria. Before the project execution starts, the acceptance criteria are established in collaboration with the stakeholders. Like we sit with the customer, we try to understand that what are their objectives, and also we clearly mention that on which basis customer will accept the deliverable. For example, if you are making a website for e-commerce solution, for example, so on what basis they will accept the website of e-commerce, the acceptance criteria of the deliverable. So these criteria define the conditions that must be met for the deliverables to be accepted. So these must be defined properly. Then conduct inspections and reviews. That means you review the deliverables to ensure they align with the project requirements and specifications, like in the walkthroughs, reviews with the relevant stakeholders, conduct inspections. So basically the main purpose of all those things like inspection, walkthroughs, etc., to identify any discrepancies or problems or issues in the deliverable. Then collaborate with the stakeholders. That means getting feedback, opinions, approval from individuals or groups who have interest in or will be affected by the project outcome. Normally what we do, like we sit with the customer or we provide a application to the customer so that we can get an feedback from the customer. Okay, because the feedback of customer is the most important thing. Then formal inspection meetings. In this meeting, basically in this meeting stakeholders assess the deliverables against the acceptance criteria. This may involve presentations, demonstrations, or document reviews. Like in for example, a PowerPoint presentation, you will demonstrate that how the deliverable will work, or you can give a demo application as well. And then the document the findings of the validation process, whatever the issues identified, concerns, or feedback provided by the customer. This documentation is crucial for making informed decisions for future references. So that once whatever the feedback you receive, you have to incorporate that feedback into the deliverable. If there are any discrepancies in the validation process, for example, five modules are developed and customer saying that he needs few more things or few discrepancies are there, for example, so you have to work with the project team to address and rectify them. Whatever the issues are there, it should be promptly addressed and resolved. This may involve making corrections, revisions, or improvements to the deliverable, whatever the required as per the signed scope of work. Once the deliverables meet the acceptance criteria, customer accepted, customer satisfied, so you have to obtain the formal sign-offs from the customer. This signifies that the project has successfully delivered the agreed upon result. Then after that you have to update the project documentation, which includes the scope statement as needed based on the validated deliverables. Ensure that project records accurately reflect the current state of the project. So important documents like especially scope statement, issue log, all other things should be updated properly. Then closeout phase. Validate scope is often one of the final steps before entering the project closure phase. Successful validation allows the project to move into the closing phase where final administrative tasks are completed. So you can understand from here that validated scope is so much important, because if the validated scope is basically clears out, like it says that the scope, the deliverables met the requirements, so that means you can move towards closure of the project. And after that you can provide a formal sign-offs documents to customer to so that they can sign off and we can move towards closure of the project. Communicate the results. That means communicate the results of the validation process to all relevant stakeholders, especially customer, your senior management. This includes informing them of the successful completion of the deliverables. If there are any modifications made in the deliverable, the overall status of the project should be properly communicated to all relevant stakeholders. Normally what we do, we make the status reports, presentations in which we normally provide the status of the project to the senior management. So proper communication of the results to the stakeholders are very important. Then lesson learned. Lesson learned means that what went wrong, what went right, what are the positive things, what were the negative things. So all those things should be properly documented in the lesson learned documents. Normally lesson learned documents, it's basically not a blame game actually. The main purpose of the lesson learned is the continuous improvement in project management practices, so that the things which were wrong practices, it should be avoided in future, and the practices which were right and which were good practices, it should be followed in future as well. So that is the main purpose of the lesson learned documents. Also in future you can use lesson learned documents for other projects and for other project managers as well, because normally we share those lesson learned documents on some repository, and other project managers can also access the lesson learned documents as well. So friend, validate scope process ensures that the project delivers what it set out to achieve, and that stakeholders are satisfied with the results. It's a critical step in maintaining a project quality and building positive relationships with project stakeholders. So friend, thanks a lot for watching the video. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please share it with the friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for watching.